What's going on, guys? This is D&D Vapes, and I'm coming to you with a build. I'm going to be doing a micro Clapton coil build parallel. And these builds I do are basically made to be able to use on a series mod like your Noisy Cricket, uh, mods like that. And I have a Noisy Cricket here, all right? And I'm going to be doing my build, and I'm going to show you how the ohms come out on these builds. I have a Clapton build here, and it doesn't look like one, but we do have a Clapton build, and it vapes really nice. This is for series. It's a point. Let me get this on. It's a point. I believe it's a 0.555 or 0.65 or something like that, which is a really nice. It's a really nice build. It's a nice vape. It's nice and warm. It's not too hot. Yeah, so basically I'm going to build it, and the vape is really great actually because it's a Clapton, so you get that nice flavor that a lot of people like to get out of that. So we're going to show you this Clapton build and what the ohms are, and I can't show you that because I don't have a battery for it because I forgot to put it in. Sorry. All right, so let's see where we're at with our ohms. All right, so it's a 0.58 for this build, and it is a Clapton once again, and I got 14 or 13 wraps, I believe. So it is possible to build a Clapton for a series build and be able to use it and get a good vape out of it. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. I'll show you how that vape is. I mean, it's really good. So we're going to put that on. Here we go. And that's for a series. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that build and show you guys what I use for that. We're going to start with 28 gauge. 28 gauge is the inner core, and that's going to be 2 strands you're going to use for this. You don't need any more than that. You could do 3, but then you're going to be getting to a lower ohm, and you want to try to keep it. Remember, you're going to be building for a series, so you want to keep a series. So you want to keep that build pretty high up there, around 0.5, 0.6. You could go as low as point. Some people say 0.25, but to me that's like really low for a series. It's really warm. It's a really hot vape, or not really hot, but it's really warm. And another thing is you're taking a chance vaping it that low for a series. And some people, just because they hear that, hey, you could do it, a lot of people I know, well, not a lot, but I know a few people, and those few people do vape that low on a series. And I get nervous for them, because I'm afraid that their batteries will end up venting or something. And, they're okay with it. They're comfortable. But I've seen some of the batteries these guys use, and they're not all that great. So we're going to go ahead. You're going to want to put your wire in the chuck. You're going to want to straighten this wire out because you're going to be making your build with this. This is going to be the core. So the more even this core wire is, the easier it ends up being to work with it. So I'm going to stretch my arm out as far as I can. I'm going to pinch, put a fold in it, pinch it, grab it with my needle nose, and we're going to go ahead and twist this. And you don't need to do it much. There we go. And I'm making enough so I can have quite a few. I'll be able to do a lot of wraps on it. If you don't have enough, you don't have enough wraps, you end up having a problem. Your ohms ends up being too low. So make sure that you actually get enough to do it. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm gonna cut this out of the chuck. I'm gonna actually take all the wiring out. I'm gonna even it, make sure it's all nice and even. On each end, you're gonna basically just line it up, make sure all the wires nice and even, make new bends in it, all that stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and snip about 1 inch off because I got a little bend there. I'm gonna go just kind of follow through so it's nice and even. Grab the other end and see you got 2 uneven coils here, so I'm gonna snip it right about there. Just nice even wires. All right, so we're gonna take one end here. We're gonna grab our needles. Now we're gonna put our bend in it for the chuck. So we're gonna go ahead and bend that like that. We're gonna split them in half. So you're gonna have 1/2 over to the left, 1/2 over to the right. There we go, nice and even. Put that right in the chuck. Make sure you have it tight, but not too tight, because sometimes if you have these too tight, what'll happen is they end up snapping, being that they're too tight in the chuck. So I gotta bring this back. This is gonna go straight across, guys. So you probably be able to see this build. I'm not too sure how much of it you'll see, but you will be able to see a good amount once I get into the middle. Even though I'm using like 28 and 36 gauge 38 gauge wire, it's gonna be so hard for you guys to see. But you'll hear me making this wire, and you'll be able to see the cords right here. Now, usually what I do is I grab another clamp, and I end up clamping this. What I'll do is I'll clamp the. Come on. I'll clamp my drill to the table here, and that'll keep it steady so it doesn't move on me, and it'll keep the wire nice and tight. Now, the kind of spindles I use on this are very nice. They're very smooth. They never get snagged as long as nothing's in the way. They should go really smoothly. Really smoothly. Ooh, that's not good. That wire snapped right there. We might have a problem here. I'm gonna have to redo this wire here, just because it's like literally on a little bend. When I bent it, I actually cut the wire because it's so thin. I keep thinking I got some thick wire here, and I'm trying to bend it real tight. All you got to do is very softly. There you go. That shouldn't break again. So let's tighten that up again. We're gonna go ahead and make sure that's somewhat tight. I could go a little tighter than that. No, I can't. This wire just gave out. This is the part I hate in the beginning, trying to get the wires nice and trying to get in the spindle without snapping. Just because they're thin wire, you know what I mean? It's not real thick wire, and sometimes you have a little problem with them. But I'm gonna twist them on. That'll allow the wire to stay. Let's back this up. Pick up the darn clamp that fell. All right, here we go. This is it right here. I'm gonna clamp it on. There we go, nice and snug, nice and snug, nice and snug. We're gonna give a test run. See, always do a test run first with your drill, because you might end up having some issues in the beginning before you start. And I already see one, and it's my drill. There we go, that's good. There we go, that's actually perfect. I'm liking that. All right, we're good. So we're gonna grab our wire we're gonna use to wrap this, and the wire I'm using is Canthal A1 from KB's Vapor, and it's 36 gauge, 100 feet of it. ground resistance wire. So that's what I'm going to be using to wrap this core wire. And usually I like to use not Canthol. What's that other stuff? I keep forgetting the name of it. When I think of it, I'll tell you. So we're just gonna go ahead, start spinning this, get this wire out of my way. I'm spinning it in there. Oops. All right, here we go. And the fact that the drill is clamped down to the table so it don't move, the other side's clamped down, everything's clamped down, so nothing should move. When the wire is nice and snug, it's spinning smoothly, so you should be able to do this fast. Keep your wire, like I always say, at a 90 degrees angle so it doesn't pop over the other side. If you're going fast and you don't have that 90 degrees and it starts going ahead of you, then you could end up overlapping them or start backtracking. So make sure that you keep it at a 90 degrees. And these Claptons I'm making, it's going to be, like I said, for a series build, just because bigger Claptons are hard to use for a series mod. Trying to keep my hands steady. Kind of sucks because having MS, I do have like twitches. And when I twitch, sometimes it kind of messes me up a little, but I'm doing all right now. No twitches yet. Going nice and smooth. I'm about halfway done. It's hard to see. All you see is like a wire spinning. You really don't see the 36 gauge. That's really thin. You might see the light shine on it as I go by, but it's going to be hard to see it spinning on it. Going nice, nice, nice. I'm over halfway done. I'm actually going to stop, slow it down for a second and stop. I want to take a look at it. And wow, that looks really nice. It's actually all nice and snugged and tight. I needed that. All right, let's start it up again. You want to start off kind of slow like a car. You don't just want to punch it. You want to kind of, you're not a race car driver. So see, you're not a race car driver. Keep that at a 90 degrees. And then slowly pick up your speed. Make sure you got it going the right way. And there you go. And then usually you can go right ahead and start whizzing right across. Just like I said, make sure you keep that 90 degrees, because if you don't, that's where you mess up. And so far, so good. I'm keeping the 90 degrees, trying to stay with it. And as long as you do that, that wire should wrap really nice. Oh, there we go. My first mistake here. And being that it's a small wire, really thin, it actually rewraps itself pretty good. But you want to go a little slower on the mess ups when you're rewrapping it again, just so it doesn't grab wrong, because there are going to be little kinks in it. And then once you pass that point, you can start speeding up again. And there we go. You go ahead and then just keep an eye on it. Some people could just walk away from it and like feel comfortable without looking at it and talk. And I got to keep my eyes on it, especially when I switch, because I will mess up. And being that you put pressure, when you put pressure on the wheel, it's going to put pressure on the core wire while it's spinning. You're going to want to kind of give it more than a 90-degree angle, because the wire bends, so it starts putting a different angle on it. So you might want to put a little bit, go a little bit to the right, and kind of like you're cooling it a little bit, not much, like a 16th of an inch over. But this is wrapping nice. I'm pretty pleased. Almost done. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way with it. I think I have enough right now, but no sense of wasting. No sense of wasting the wire, and I still got enough to finish it off. So let me fix this real quick. And usually, you know, once you pass the mistake, it'll make a little pop noise because the wire will pop down onto the core wire instead of on the overlap. And you'll be able to hear it when you fix it. There we go. Going nice and smooth. That's all you want. Nice and smooth. You don't want to try to rush it. I mean, go as fast as you can, but you don't want to try to rush in, like, start getting to stay calm and let the wire do its thing, and it should come out nice. I've had 2 little mistakes so far, and I caught them, so I was able to fix them without noticing the mess up. And that's how you want to do it. This is coming out nice, nice, nice. Almost done. I got about a quarter of the way left. I'm going pretty quick, so should be done less than a minute, or about a minute and a half, somewhere around there. I'm gonna have plenty to wrap it, I believe, all the way. Yeah, it's almost done. Almost done. And the fact that these little spindle things spin so smoothly and they don't snag. Only one of them is spinning right now. That's how like good these things are. All right, I got like about 1.5 inches left. I got 1 inch left. 1/2 inch left. Let me slow down because I'm getting near the edge. Make a knot so it doesn't undo itself. Yeah. I am finally done, and look at that. Perfect line up with the wire. The cutout. There we go. Snip it right there. Oh, I almost snipped my finger off. All right. So out of that new roll, that's all I got left. It's enough to do another wrap. And that came out really nice and smooth. I don't feel any ridges on there, nothing. You can actually hear it when I run my finger across it. It feels like a real Clapton wire on a guitar. You can hear the smoothness. I don't know if you heard that, but I could. It's just like a zzz, real smooth. There we go. So now this is going to be our Clapton wire for a series mod. Very small Clapton wire. Hey, Danny, do me a favor. Look on my desk for my micro lens clamp with the camera for the camera. You know, the little clip thing. Yeah, it should be there. So you'll be fine. You'll find it. Give me 1 second, guys. Actually, I'm gonna go grab a screwdriver and stuff. I forgot all that stuff. So I'm just gonna grab a screwdriver real quick to wrap this. Shh. Nothing. So watch the haunting hour. You want me to change the profile for that? All right, let's not. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I know I took like forever to get back, which was only about 30 seconds, but all right, I got everything I need. I got my clamps to my ceramic clamps right here. I got a couple screwdrivers. This one's my cotton for my cotton to tuck my cotton. And then this is the tool I'm going to be using. This one's basically the one I'm going to use to, actually, I'm going to use the bigger one. I'm going to see how many ohms I could get with this bigger coil. The reason why I'm going with a bigger coil is I want to see if it'll hold more juice in the coil as well. I should be able to get the wraps I need. I already have a coil I made, so I'm okay with that if I have to change it or anything like that. So I need a Phillips head screwdriver. Shoot. All right. Hopefully this is the last thing I need. We got a Phillips head screwdriver. I like the Phillips. I don't like the Allen keys too much. I'm digging the Phillips grub screws here. The Allen key ones, I don't like them that much. They seem to all strip out, man, you know, after a while. And the Phillips head ones, I tend to have more. I mean, these are eventually going to strip, but I tend to have more luck with them. They last longer for me. So that's why I like them. These Clapton coils I made came out really nice. And they make such a nice vape. It's not as dry. So we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this on here. All right, so we're going to wrap this one. Hey, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the reason why I'm wrapping it slow is because I want to make sure each wrap comes out even. This is a Clapton coil, so it's kind of flat. You just can't really notice it. So if you don't pay attention, you'll see a twist in the wire. So that's why I'm paying attention to it and counting the wraps I do. So I just lost track of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see how that looks. I could probably do maybe 2 more wraps, and that's about it. 12, 13. 15. 14. All right, so we're gonna do 14 reps. If we need to take one out, we will. So we're going with the 14 reps. Let's turn it around, straighten this other lead out so it's not bent and crooked. That was our, oh. My kids are watching, what is it? Hey, what are you guys watching? Home, that's what it's called, Home. They like it. We watched it last night and now they're watching it again. It's a funny movie. All right, so grab that cotton out from the, actually I'm gonna leave that cotton in there. No, I'm gonna take it out. All right. We're gonna go ahead and put our first one in. Let's make sure we got the right amount of coil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 reps. So we got 14 reps on a bigger coil for a series mod. So let's see where our ohms are going to be at.
There's yellow in there. Yellow in there. Don't touch it. Our specialty. Our specialty, not your specialty.
All right, make sure you clamp it down nice and tight. Boys, what did I say? All right, that's one coil. All right, so one more coil should bring me at a 5. So let's get that other one wrapped. So 0.53 is where I should be at. So we're gonna go. All right, so we want that one on top. All right, making sure I'm wrapping it the right way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I did 15 reps by mistake. Oh, shoot. I don't want to waste this coil wire. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna unwrap this one from the other side. There we go. We got 14. We should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, we got 14 on each side. All right, so this is a Clapton coil, guys. It's not. I just want to show you guys so you don't think I'm lying. But these are micro Clapton wraps. Look at that. I got 14 wraps. All right, micro Claptons. Now you can see the wrap around the core wire, and they're all very small Claptons. And this is just so you can get a better flavor, better vapor, better flavor. It's not just a single wire wrapped around a bunch of times. You know what I mean? This is going to produce better, way better flavor, way better vapor than just having a regular like 22 gauge wire wrapped around 14 times for a series. This is just going to give you that much more extra flavor. It's really, really, really good. All right, so let's just make sure everything is on there nice and tight. We're going to make sure everything is snugged right. We might have to take a one wrap out, and that's why I didn't want to waste like the leads by unwrapping it the wrong side, because we are going to end up most likely having to unwrap some of these if it doesn't want to close right or something like that. So let's go ahead and test out the ohms. There we go, 0.57. Like I said, guys, 0.55, 0.57. So 0.56 is actually what I said, 0.56. So close enough, close enough. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fire this. We're going to work it, pinch it, and then we're going to pull it, tighten it. We're going to be trimming the leads again. So we are going to be doing quite a few things to this. All right, let's work that up. You know, honestly, I should put this on a big mod to fire, because this is going to take forever for a little single battery. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put this on my RX 200S. And I don't know if it has the same update for the 250, but I'm not even going to update it unless if it's necessary with like other options. But the wattage, I don't need the wattage. 250, ridiculous. All right, we got this on 75 watts. We're going to go ahead and post this at 75 watts. So it's going to post. Let me bring this down so you guys can see. Guys. And by posting it, and I think actually, I really think that the wire is going to end up being too big. So I'm going to have to take maybe 1 or 2 wraps out, which is fine. It's not going to drop it too low. It shouldn't drop too low at all. It's already at 5 cents. So if I take 1 or 2 wraps out, it should drop it to about a 0.52, 0.5, around there somewhere, like a even closer to an even number than an uneven number. So let's go ahead and loosen these screws, because we're gonna actually take the coils. We're gonna take a wrap out on each one, 2 wraps or 1 wrap, we'll see. Usually what I do is I take 1 wrap out from each side, and I'll do that, and then it comes out even by doing that. Let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and pull one side. What do you want, Danny? No, I said. Why do you guys keep bothering me about my fish? Leave my fish alone. No, someone else asked me yesterday, and I said no. No, it wasn't mommy. It was one of you two. Yeah, my fish are fine. Leave them alone. All right, so we pulled that out, tightened it. We're gonna take this one, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna tighten this, and we heat it up. And usually when you heat it up, the wire forms a little better. So we're gonna pull one out. Let's see where I'm at with wraps now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Usually what I do is I go by the clicks I hear, the little clicks I hear, and that's my count, right? So I only got 13 wraps now. To me, that's not enough. I actually wanted to go one more because I don't think that's going to be small enough. Let's see if it's sitting right about here, because what's going to happen is it's going to hit the, I don't want it to hit when I close it and I go to adjust the airflow. I don't want that to hit my airflow. So that's why I'm trying to like adjust and stuff and make sure it's going to be right. So I'm going to just take out, I'm going to just take one more, cut it. No, after my video. One more wrap out. We got 12 on each side. I'm going to trim the lead, pre-trim the leads so they're not in the way when we put it together. It's more annoying to do it after than to just do it right before you put them in. I mean, if you've been doing this for a long time, you should be able to just pre-trim the leads to the side, to a size you know they're going to need, and put it in. I never had a problem pre-trimming it first and then tightening them down because that's what I'm gonna do anyways. You know what I mean? See, I trimmed the leads just about perfect. So I just want to pull this one out a little bit, tiny bit more. We're gonna pop that one in, tighten down one side first. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna tighten this lead down right here. All right, we're gonna bend this over. Pop this lead in the hole. All right, and that'll be long enough to go down. I know you guys don't like live shows because I take so long. It's because I like to show you every. There we go. That should be nice and tight, just like that. We'll go ahead, take the other one out. All right, those should be long enough. Might have to trim it on the other side. Nope, perfect. I hate having to trim the leads from the other side because then you have like little piece sticking out sometimes, and I just like pre-trimming it first. This way they're nice and flush the way I need them, just like that one. And go ahead and, oh, come on, get in there. There we go, pop that out. Tighten that on there. All right, let's screw those in nice and snug. Can I come into the out now? There we go. They're all nice and snugged. There we go. So I'm gonna there we go. All right, so let's see. It should be pulsing pretty nice. No, I got a little bit, I need to strum it right there. Actually, what I need to do is I need to tighten it and pull it out a little bit. There we go. Just like that, right over the airflow, nice and nice. Just like that. Let's strum it. At 75 watts. All right. Oh, why is it on 40 watts? It dropped. Oh, because I put it back on. Make sure your screws are tight. It has a loose connection because that one screw, like, there. I need to get it squashed. There we go. Let's see. We should have a nice vape, nice even vape. Now look at that. That's how it should vape. So when you go to go on the Cricut, all right, you can see it. So when you go on the Cricut and you cook this all up on the Cricut, boy, this should vape really nice. Let's just go ahead and make sure these are nicely snug together. There we go. That's nice. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, that screw. That bottom screw right there does not. Trying to get it to stay nice and tight. 0.71. That's what it's reading. 0.71. I know that's wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to untighten this. I'm sure it's hot. All right, we're going to throw this on the ohm reader. Shut it off. Turn it on. 0.74. Wow. That is reading really high up there. I didn't think it was going to be that good. That's safe. Let's see. 0.74. So you see, guys, it is possible to build some nice Clapton wires. Build some nice Clapton wires and install them on a series and be able to vape. We're going to go ahead and do that, but I just want to show you these up close. So I got some nice Claptons on there. They're mini micro Claptons. See that? Look at that. Oh, look at this. So this is going to be an excellent vape. This is going to be for my noisy cricket. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that my cap fits without hitting anything. All right, and the way you do that is when you put on your cap, you check your ohms. And if the cap is hitting any of the core wire, your coil wire, your ohms will change. So you can see that it's clearing it. There's no touching. Let me adjust it, my airflow, and it shouldn't hit. It's not snagging on anything. So that's good. We got nice, clean, clear airflow. We're gonna have a nice vape. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some cotton on this. All right, I got a nice piece here, some good cotton. So we're gonna get this prepped up for wicking. All right, that's a nice fat coil too. So with Clapton coils, you want your cotton a little bit snugged compared to like if you would do a regular coil, you would make your cotton a little bit tighter with the Claptons. That'll keep the popping and the spit back down a little bit. If you like the spit back, some people do because of flavor. Um, you could just put the cotton a little bit looser and it'll juice up faster, and you'll be able to enjoy a nicer, more flavorful vape, but you'll just have a lot of spit back. So we got this right about right there. Feels good. There we go. We're gonna cut this. Wick that right there. Let me bring this back down so you guys can watch. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get another piece of cotton because there was only one really good piece in this whole thing. There we go. This is a good piece right here too. There we go. Bada bing, ba oop. Bada bing, bada boom. Come on, go through. There we go. There we go. That's funny. It's a car. It didn't hover at all before. That should be good right about there. I gotta turn this down just a little bit. That should be good. We're gonna go ahead and take my little screwdriver that I use for tucking my cotton away. We're gonna tuck this right in there. There we go. There we go. There we go, there we go, here we go. I shouldn't sing, I know. I suck at singing. This is gonna be such a good vape, guys. It is. All right, we're gonna tuck in this last piece, well, this other side, and then we'll be all done. And you want to make sure when you tuck it that you have a clear opening for your airflow to be able to travel under that coil, guys. Because if you don't, it's gonna be a warm vape, but it's also not going to be as good. You want your cotton, your air, all that to be able to, especially your bottom airflow that they have on this. You want to be able to have a good amount of that airflow, and the more you cut off from the top, the more is going to come up from the bottom air. And it's what it's going to do. It's going to bring up that flavor to your mouth, and it's going to be such a good vape. So that's how I have mindset is I have it so the bottom airflow is pushing more air through it than the side. And the reason why is because when that air comes out and hits this coil, it's going to hit it from the bottom and push that air right up. All right. That side airflow is going to hit this side of the coil, pushing the airflow this way and this way. And then they're both going to crash together and go up into your mouth. But that flavor in the center. And it's not going to come up as much as its bottom airflow, which would be pushing up that flavor right up straight into your mouth. So that's why I do the more bottom airflow than side airflow. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get some juice on that. I don't even have my juice. Oh, well, that's good because I'll be able to just pick out the juice. Now I have one of my reindeer poop ones I make here. This is one of my favorite. And it's been steeping for over a week, or about 2 weeks. And the flavor on it is incredible. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna put that. All right, I did wash this out. It's still wet though. No, I didn't wash this one out. Hold on a second. So I have an all black bottle and I have an all white bottle. And let's see. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. I had an all white bottle of e-juice. I might have left it in my bedroom, but it's good stuff. Oh, here it goes. It's right behind me. See, I got an all white bottle and it's aluminum, so it doesn't break if you drop it. And this is a glass one, which is actually heavier. The glass ones are heavier. So what I was gonna do was, I love the black ones. I need to put, there we go, because I want a matching set. And what I mean is, like for my cricket, I have black and white, and I want it to match my I want it to match my bottle that I drip with. So this is gonna be a black. Get out. No, out. I got water in there still. So basically, the way you do that is you just take this out. I believe you take that apart. You pop your squishy thing through, just like that. You grab your white bottle. You do the same thing. I got juice in this one though, so I gotta be careful. All right. You take your black one. I gotta pop this out. You put the glass down. You pop the white one out. So I'm gonna have a black and white is what I want. Pop that one through. There we go, like that. And then that one will go on this. So I got a black and white bottle here. And I am gonna have a black and white bottle here. Just like that. Bam. So that will match my noisy cricket now. That's how I do the whole matchy. Right? So you guys got to see a little matchy stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put some juice in this bottle. This is gonna be my travel bottle. I should take the aluminum one with me so it don't break. Actually, I'm just afraid it's I don't want to lose it. But if I take this glass one with me, yeah, I will possibly break it. All right, let's get some e-juice in here on these coils. Let's go ahead and put it in fire mode. That'll help you get the juice into the coils faster, by the way. And what you do is you just heat up the coils and the juice will fall in nice and easy. Because what happens is it thins out into water, like a water substance. Instead of being so thick and creamy, it will get nice and soft and it'll just soak right in like water would. Just like that. There we go. That's going to be a nice vape. This is a 3 milligram nicotine that I made. There we go. She's juiced up nice. We're going to go ahead and take. Wow, it's stuck on there. We're going to go ahead and take that off. We're gonna throw it on Noisy Cricket. I actually gotta wipe off the Noisy Cricket because the steam from the Aegis when I blow out to make sure it's hot ends up being wicked hot. I mean wicked steamy and it blows all on this. So I'm gonna end up having to clean this pretty soon. Take it apart and scrub the threads and stuff. All right, now it's tight. Now you could turn that. There we go. Front and back. Oh God, that tastes so good. Make sure that's tight. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo, boy, that is hot. I can feel it. The steam tastes good too. Oh yeah, that's a nice vape. That's gonna be a nice vape. Nice warm. I can feel it. It's not too hot, but it's warm. Let's see. Wow, that's really good, guys. So this is my little setup I got. So you guys can actually see it now. That one's getting all scratched up, but there we go. Oops, you guys can't even see that. Sorry. That's my little setup I got. Noisy Cricket. Wisconsin Dairy Co. All right, guys. So there you go. It's a nice Clapton build. I still have some wire left, but that was 28 gauge core wire with 36 gauge wrap. And that will make a nice tiny little Clapton wire that you could just wrap and wrap and wrap. 13 wraps is what I was able to fit on there on 3.5mm screwdriver. And I got a 0.75 ohm. And I'll tell you what, man, it gave me a great vape, guys. And this is what I'm hitting with a 0.74 ohm. So, yep, there you go. Very nice vape. Nice wraps. I'll show you what it looks like again on the mod, how many wraps I have. Those are all Clapton coils right there. Show you up close one more time. There you go. This is on the series Cricket 13 wrap Clapton coils, and the flavor is unbelievable. And you guys need to try it. If you know how to build, just build 28 gauge core wire, two of them parallel, wrap it with 36 gauge, wrap it 13 wraps, and you will be all set on a 3.5mm screwdriver. All right, guys. So peace out. This is D&D Vapes coming to you live, and I just want to say thank you for watching and peace out. God bless. Vape on, guys. All right.
Don't smoke, it's a joke.
And don't smoke. Exactly like my son says all the time. Don't smoke. It's a joke. It is. It's a joke. All right. So peace. Oh, this is not my touch screen.